no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, joined with wide receiver Tyrell Williams. Tyrell, my man, what's going on?
Hanging out, man. Just getting through this quarantine still. Just hanging out at the house down in San Diego. So just chilling right now.
San Diego? There's people actually live in San Diego? Have you seen a Chargers fan ever in San Diego?
Way more Raider fans in San Diego than there is Charger fans. So it works out well.
See, that's a good start. That's a good start. So, man, I don't know if you've ever watched the Raiders Report before, but we're going to have a lot of fun. They got a lot of people watching the show right now. Obviously, you're a fan favorite. So I was like, oh, man, I talked to your dude. I got to get Tyrell on the show. So I just want you to say, I want to say personally, thank you, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Cool?
I'm excited, man. Appreciate you guys.
All right, let's get into it. So I got a few questions for you. So the first question I have, we're going to, get a little deep here. George Floyd's death and protest reaction. What are your personal thoughts on everything that's been happening around the world?
And I think it's just kind of like how everybody's feeling right now. Pretty sad. I feel like we just need change. I think a lot of us are just tired of people talking about it and, not really doing a lot of action, and I think for myself too, I need to do a lot more action. I think we wait till these crazy things happen and these bad incidents happen and then everybody wants to talk about it, everybody wants to do something then, but I think it needs to be a constant thing, something that we all pay attention to and we continue to try and work on, and make it better. So I don't want my niece, my nephew, my kids, whenever I have kids, I don't want them to have to go through anything like this or be scared to go outside and have to deal with the police. I don't want it to be anything like that. I just think we need a lot of change. We need a lot of change in the police departments around the country.
I totally agree.
We need a lot of changes to come from the white people in this country.
Yep.
We just need a lot more awareness. We need a lot more people to use their voice, use their actions, and just do it, constantly. It doesn't need to be when, we have a huge incident like this. It needs to be something that's constantly being worked on, just so we can, all live together and live peacefully. I think a lot of us are just tired of the nonsense that continues to happen.
Gotcha, man. No, I totally agree. So then I'm also going to, ask you a question basically about Drew Brees and his comments. And, I've seen a lot of players kind of put their 2 cents in on Twitter. I saw Josh, say that he doesn't think, Drew's a bad guy, but he kind of missed the point. What about your reaction to his comments and maybe his apology?
Yeah, I think he's not a bad guy. I've worked out with Drew in the off seasons before. I know he's not a bad guy, but there's no excuse for what he said, in my opinion. I think you can apologize and everything, and we appreciate that apology. But, with everything that's going on right now, it's like you can't make that mistake. There's no excuse to make that mistake or still be seeing it as disrespecting the flag. To me, it's pretty evident that it's because of the brutality. It's because of the constant things that continue to happen. So, to say that you missed the mark or whatever, I think that's inexcusable because there's too much going on. That's all anybody's talking about. There's no way to miss the mark on that. You know why we're protesting. You know why there's people out on the streets protesting and wanting this to stop. And it's evident that it's because of police brutality. It has nothing to do with the flag. Has nothing to do with like that. It's about people being treated unfairly just because of the color of their skin. And it's everybody's sick and tired of it. And so I think that it's inexcusable. People, I do appreciate the apology, but, I don't feel like there's any reason for that comment.
Cool. All right, man. No, I think you hit it perfectly, and I think you said everything, exactly the way that I think it should have been said. And I am a fan of Drew Brees, but I do know that he's a good guy. But I think, again, did miss the point, and, you said it perfectly. All right, next question, man. I don't know about you. I've been trying to figure out what the heck am I supposed to do during quarantine, and I don't really know. I've watched every Netflix movie at this point. I've been doing workouts in my room. What the heck have you been doing at home, man?
Man, working out, just like you,
Netflix.
Good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I'm lucky enough to have a little gym at my house, so I'm able to stay on my workouts and do all that stuff. So that's kind of, taking up a lot of my time. Netflix, just like you, I feel like that's what everybody's been doing, watched everything. Luckily, there's some good stuff on there that kept us busy.
Have you been doing some Netflix and chilling?
No, mostly just I mean, yeah, I don't know,
Are you married? You got a girl?
I got a girl. Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
See, you got to start doing some chilling if you're going to Netflix, my man.
Definitely chilling.
Well, you said you're in San Diego. I mean, if you got a gym at home, I mean, if you're looking to, work out together, I don't know how much you bench, but I think I might be able to outbench you.
You probably can, man. I haven't got under a bench in forever. You know, I stay away from the big barbell. I just try to do quicker stuff, faster movement. So you might have me. You might.
I mean, I think the most I've ever benched is 225, and I think I did that a half a time.
Okay, I might have you then. I'm sure look at that.
All right, cool. I got you. All right. So which game, my man, are you looking, forward to the most, right? So when I think of like all the awesome games, like Vegas is opening up, you go from Oakland. I mean, which game you just got like circle on your calendar? You're like, man, that's the game I want.
I'm excited for that first, home opener in the Monday night one. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Anytime I go back play the Chargers, that's a big one. I like being able to go back and play my old team.
Yep.
But I think that home opener in Vegas, hopefully everything works out to where we're able to have fans in there. I think it'll be disappointing if we, have a home opener and we don't have any fans in. But regardless, that's still going to be my biggest one that I'm excited about. Just building that new stadium, new city, first NFL team there. I think even without fans, it's still going to be electric. So I hope we have fans, and I think we will. And I think that's definitely the one I'm most looking forward to.
What are the chances if you do get tickets? Because I'll be honest, man, I've seen the prices of some of those. I know you. I mean, hey, I know you signed a 4-year, $44 million contract. You got some money in your pocket. If you can, maybe help me out, maybe get me to that game, get me to the Saints game. All I'm saying is I would definitely appreciate it.
And the amount of family and friends that I'm going to have now that we're in Vegas, it's a hot spot. It's going to be slim pickings picking for people who's going to be getting tickets.
All right, brother. Well, how about this? If you're like, after this interview, you're like, you know what? That guy's not too bad. If you have an extra ticket, maybe not for the Saints game, but maybe for another game, if you ever want to hit me up, be more than happy to join. So we normally do hashtag Raiders, but you guys can use hashtag Tyrell. But before we get to that, all right, my man, I'm going to send off some rapid questions. So what I want you to do is not even think, just answer.
All right.
You ready? Okay. What do you like more, beer or liquor?
Ooh, liquor.
Liquor? All right. Tequila or whiskey?
Whiskey.
All right, good answer. Pizza or tacos? Better drunk food?
Tacos.
Tacos for sure. All right, we're on the same place. All right, what's the better burger joint? In-N-Out or Five Guys?
Five Guys. In-N-Out's trash.
I don't know. I mean, you like Five Guys? Sounds a little weird there, Tyrell. All right, what about this question? Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
Yes.
Yes? Cool. All right. Was a thesaurus a carnivore or a herbivore?
A thesaurus? That's a book.
My man. My man. Everyone start liking this video because I was like, I think I'm going to get him on this one. Because I asked my dad this. He's like, what the heck is a carnivore? What the heck is a herbivore? So, Tyrell, that's a great job. All right, next question. Are you a player that swallows his pride?
That swallows my pride. Sounds like you're doing something off the Manscaped again. But I'm going to say no.
All right, can confirm Tyrell Williams doesn't swallow. All right, next rapper. All right, we got this one. Who's a better rapper? I listen to some Darren Waller's music, but I love me some G-Eazy. Who's better, Waller or G-Eazy?
I'm gonna say Waller. I'm not a G-Eazy guy at all.
Not a G-Eazy guy. All right, how about this? I've been doing some Raiders music here. My man, Graf's been putting out some songs. It's called So Nation. But if you can get Darren Waller to make music for my show, I'm going to put it on here.
Oh, he for sure would, I bet.
Yeah?
Got to.
All right. I don't have Darren Waller's phone number. It sounds like you got some big celebrities in your contacts. If you want to, hit up Darren and be like, hey, give this guy your number, I would appreciate that. All right, last question here, and this is the one that I really want to know. We've been on lockdown. If you had to spend a week in lockdown, who would you do it with? Gruden or Mayock?
I got to go Mayock.
Why?
I think Gruden just can't. He's so football. It'd be, it's tough. It's tough. Both great guys, but I might have to go Mayock.
All right, that's fair enough. I've only met John once, and that was like back in 2011 on his Monday Night Football bus. So either way, though, I'd hang out with both of them. They seem like a good time. All right, my man. So now we're going to open up some questions here because my show is all about the interaction of Raider Nation. I don't know if you've ever been to a tailgate. I don't know if you've ever been out in those parking lots, but it's wild, and it is unlike anything I've ever seen before. So I do questions, and I'm going to ask you them from the audience. So this one's from Gabe Cabrera. Who is your favorite NFL player of all time?
It's honestly a toss-up between Mike Vick or Randy Moss.
Oh.
I used to play quarterback, so that's why I went with Mike Vick, but I love Randy.
I mean, you can't go wrong with either. I mean, Don't get me wrong, my man. You got a lot of skills, but if you could come out and show out like Randy Moss this year, I think that 11.1, that might turn into a 21.1. So
that's always the goal. Come out and be like Randy.
That's right. That's right. All right, so guys, remember, use hashtag Tyrell, or you can super chat to get your questions on the show. This one's from Daniel Hernandez. How's it going with the plantar fasciitis? Is there a remedy or therapy to help?
Man, it has been a long, long journey trying to get my feet feeling good. So I'm still working on it, still doing stuff every day to continue to make it better. Finally kind of got over the hump. Honestly, man, I've tried so many different things. I have no idea what it is that's even helping. I've done,
Are you staying out of cryotherapy machines?
Yeah, no cryo.
That's good.
No cryo.
That's good, man. We don't need that. That's the last thing I need in my life. That's the last thing.
Exactly.
All right, now you got the next question coming in now from my man Tarman Productions. How do you feel about the Raiders drafting Henry Ruggs and Bryan Edwards?
I'm excited. I think we got a lot of speed from Henry, obviously. I haven't seen a lot of Bryan, but I've heard a lot of good things about him and just his size and all-around good receiver. So I'm excited to play with those guys. I think they're going to help our room. I think we got an unbelievable receiver room. So adding those two. And then we got another guy, Ciosi, a little undrafted guy. So, I think all those guys coming in are going to help us.
Out of Utah State. I've heard a lot of good things from him. All right, let's go to next questions coming in from Timbo Lion. What's your favorite place to go in downtown San Diego? Ever been to Las Hadas? If not, let's go.
Las Hadas. I have been to Las Hadas one time, and it was good. My favorite place to go is Rustic Root, little rooftop bar. I like to go chill out there. That's where I go a lot of the time. I'm out there a lot.
I used to date a girl in San Diego. My favorite place was 10 Barrel Brewing Company. I like to drink, so that's between you and me. If you ever want to grab a beer, though, in Vegas, I'd love to get together with you, Max, whoever we can get together with. I know a lot of places out there, so if you ever want to grab a drink or something, or tequila, hey, I'm always on board. Let's go to this next questions with Brett Van Beezy. Have you practiced any with the new quarterbacks at any of all this offseason? So have you practiced with any of the quarterbacks this offseason?
Not any of the new quarterbacks. Have linked up with DC once. Plan to get out there actually next week, work a little bit with him some more. But I haven't met up with Marcus at all and worked with him at all yet.
Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.